Everyone, just wanted to update you with the latest progress on the build here. So you can see I got both of all the pieces basically together along with the bus and all of the interconnections to the bus finished. I still have all of these cables right now to control what it does, but let me give you a quick example. So what I'm going to do is right now the clock, well, let me break down what we have first. So we have the clock here, this first board. Then we have the memory address register on this board. We have the memory, which is these two boards. The instruction registers here. Up here we have the program counter. We have register A. The ALU is this board, register B. The output display and the output register, right? So all of these were built separately for the most part and then just got them put together. Let me show you how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the counter. That's this white wire. And then I'm going to do a clock pulse. And we can see we get one here. I'm going to disable counter enable. I'm going to enable counter out. These LEDs show what's on the bus. So we just put the counter value onto the bus. And so we have a 1 here. Now what I'm going to do is bring that into register B. So I'm going to do register B in and then move the clock. So now we have B here. The sum of 1 and 0 is 1. I'm going to disable B in. I'm going to leave counter out enabled. I'm going to enable A in and hit the clock. So now we have 1 and 1. Some of that is 2. I'm going to disable the A input, disable the counter output. I'm going to enable the sum. So put this value onto the bus. And then I'm going to enable A input. So A is going to read from the bus. So let's check that. There we go. Now we've got 2 and 1 is 3. And how I have it set up now is 3 is now output onto the bus. That's going to be read into the A register on the next clock pulse. And so we're going to just count up by 1. And that's because we have 1 here. You see we have 4. And so we're all set now. I can run it automatically. See, we're counting up, right? The clock, I've talked about this before, but it has manual input, which is what I was doing at first. But then we can switch it to, automatic. And then this pot here controls the speed. I have it pretty slow right now. This isn't a fast computer by any means, and I don't really care if it goes slow. All right, we have that. Well, we can do, let me turn on the output so we can see what's going on. And that's this orange wire. So bring that as high. We can see that that's counting up now based on what's on the bus. We have the subtract. So instead of adding, we can subtract. And you see now it's counting down, which is very cool. Over here, we have the memory address register right here, and we can read the lower 4 bits from the bus. So I can enable that, even though we're not really doing anything with the data in the RAM. You can still see that we can successfully read in from the bus, and here it shows the contents of that address in memory. Cool. And then the same with the instruction register here. I can read in from the bus. This will read all 8 bits. And then as soon as I want to show one other thing, as soon as this drops, now this button switches between normal 1's complement and 2's complement. So you can see we go negative there. Very cool. Everything's working. Yeah, next up, I need to bring all of these control lines all of these jumper wires, bring them down to the bus over into this area, and that way I can work on control logic, which will go down here, instead of me manually fiddling with those. You know, we get it to be automatic. But good progress. It's going well. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Goodbye.